Mm, okay. All right. Any questions around binning? The last topic we touched was binning. Any questions around it? No?
Ishani, there was an option by group by also. So is that
What is
the
that?
same?
Yeah, we'll do that. Yes, yes. Today we are going to start with very interesting thing, like how you guys had created bookmarks in Power BI, where in one placeholder you were showing multiple charts. Same thing we have it in Tableau also, with the usage of something called parameters. So that's what our aim is today to learn. So I'm just going to connect to the typical file of US store. All right, so over here again, we have the same thing. We have orders, we have peoples, and we have return. I'm just picking the orders data for now. Now, let's see what are the various places where these parameters are used and what is the basic purpose of a parameter. So let's say we initially started showing a subcategory and the sales, and we created a visualization around it, and everything is ready. And let's say we sorted it also, and properly we are able to see which subcategory wise sales is there and which subcategory has the highest sales, which has the lowest sales. Right now, if the client or the manager come back and say, no, I am not interested in category, but I want to look at the category wise sales. So what do you think we have to do? What will we do? Remove the subcategory, right? What you will do, you will remove the subcategory and you'll say, okay, I'll put the category over here, and this is done. And if someone says, I want by segment or I want by country, again and again, what is happening? Your dimensions are keep on changing. So instead of doing this manually, or if I wanted in a one single placeholder, if I wanted a person to have a look at category also, subcategory also, segment also, then in that case, we create something called parameters. So parameters work, I would not say they're filters, but they look like filters in which we can create a drop down, and from a drop down, a person can pick a choice, an option, and based on that, our visualization keeps on changing. So how do we create that? So you see this drop down on the top, and underneath calculated field, we have something called create parameters. So when you are working with parameters, it is going to happen in 3 steps. One is we will create parameters. Second, we show the parameter. And third, we connect the parameter to our visualization. Okay, so we'll create, we'll show the parameter and connect it to our visualization. So how do you create it? We'll click on create parameter, give the name. I'm just going to call it as dimension select. Right now, I want to create a drop down list which has the word segment, category, subcategory. So what kind of data type is this?
String, text.
It is text, string. So I'm making it string data type. Don't worry about current. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about this. 1 second.
Good afternoon, Nishani. Hello.
Yashish, please be on mute.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. So this is going to be a string type. And since it's a string, I am going to make it as a list. Okay. Now Tableau is little sensitive to the cases also. So what I typically do is the value and display as I take the same thing as I am able to see in the tables, the same cases, the same spelling without any changes. So over here, I want to create first is a segment. And then we have category. And then we have a subcategory. Is this clear what we are trying to do? In one placeholder, in one sheet, typically in Tableau, you can put one visual. But over here in one sheet, we are trying to create 3 visuals. Not 3 different visuals, but one placeholder, and we can look at it in the 3 different ways. So I've created segment, category, subcategory, and we click OK, right? So you will see at the bottom, parameters have been created, right? Just like how when you put in filters, the filters are created, but we have to show the filters. Same thing with the parameters. Once you've created them, you have to show the parameters. They will come on the right hand side. And like I said, we created a list. So now a list of category, subcategory has been created. But once I change segment or category, is there any change happening in my visual? Are the charts changing?
No.
No.
Not at all, right? So like I said, what are the steps? We create parameter, we show the parameter, and the last and very important step is we need to connect it to the visual that we have. Now, the only way I can plot something is if it exists as a field over here, right? If something does not exist as a field, I can't drop here and it will not be visible. So somehow I have to convert this parameter that I've created into a field. So for this purpose, we are going to use calculated field. And in calculated field, I'm going to write, I'm giving the name of the calculated as selected dimension, and I'm going to write a formula over here. So you guys have done Excel, you guys have done SQL, Power BI, all these tools. So if I had to do a conditional checking that, okay, if it's segment, do this, if it's category, do this, which function should I use?
If function.
Absolutely correct. If function. And over here, we have one condition or multiple conditions.
Multiple.
We have multiple.
We have multiple conditions. So in Tableau, we have 2 things that we can use. One is if and else if, and one is case when. So I'll use both of them in 2 different examples, and I'll give you the code also in your LMS so that you are able to refer to it. So how do you write this if? We write if. After that, typically we have to give a condition. So what is my condition? My condition is that dimension select, which is the parameter, if this is equal to segment. Now this segment that I'm giving is a text. Which text? The text that I've put in the list. This text. Right? If I'm saying if dimension select is segment, so a text value is being returned. It is a string. So if this is equal to this, then what should I return? I want to return segment the field. So fields are orange, parameters are purple, text user defined things are black. Is this clear what I've written over here?
Yes.
I'm saying if someone has selected segment in parameter, then return the field called segment. Else if dimension select equal to category, then what should be returned?
Category.
The field of category. Else, what should we return? Subcategory. And if ends with a end over here. Like we did in VB also. Remember, VBA, we have if, else if, and we had select case. So similar thing is in Tableau over here. Is this clear to everyone what I've written over here?
Yes.
Anyone who's confused about what this is? So I'm creating a new field, and why I need to create a new field? Because in order to plot it in my chart, it has to be a field which gets plotted. Parameter is not a field. So in order to convert this parameter value into a field, we use calculated field. Since there are multiple conditions, we are using if else if. And what we are returning the dimensions over here. We click OK. Now selected dimension has been created. I'm going to remove category and drop in selected dimension over here. Now, if it's segment, this is giving me segment wise sales. If it's category, this is giving me category wise sales. If it is subcategory, it will give me subcategory wise sales. So in one area itself, I am able to show different values. And to make it more readable, because over here it's coming as selected dimension, which obviously no one will understand to connect the two dots from here and here. So I am going to just hide, not hide. One second. This will, yeah, I'm going to hide that label over here and work with my title this time. And in the title, we will put whatever the dimension has been used, dimension select, insert, wise, sales, and apply. So as a result of it, when I have subcategory, this is coming. When I have category, this is coming. When I have segment, this is coming. All right. Can all of you please try to create it? I'll keep this window open.
Ishani, can you repeat the title part again?
Can I repeat which part?
Title part, the way the title.
The title. Oh, in title, when you go to insert and just insert the dimension select.
And Ishani, this is the Superstore US.
Yes, not
One.
US one, the normal one, not the US one. Yeah. Try it, guys.
Shani, I was late. Can you please repeat how to create parameters?
Yeah, Ashish, give me a minute.
Okay.
I'll repeat it.
Okay, thank you.
Shani, the error is showing after writing the formula. The calculation contains error.
Can you show the screen once? Share your screen. And else put it one, the bracket is there in front of segment, then segment, and then there's a black bracket. Remove that in front of the field of segment. Remove this, and this is the only one causing error. However, how many fields have you put in the list? Segment, category, and subcategory is there. Remove this bracket from the dimension also. Don't put brackets are the worst things you can do to your formulas. Yes. But do you have, Arshad, in your dimension select parameter, do you also have subcategory?
Where?
In the parameter list, what all did you put?
Yeah, segment, category, and one more thing.
Subcategory.
Subcategory.
So for subcategory, you have not done anything, right? So before end, you will put an else. Enter else. Not else if, else, because there is no condition now. Else, give space. Now what do you want to return? If it's not segment, it's not category, not dimension select. No. See, what you're doing is when you're writing, if you're writing a condition, do I need to write a condition here?
No.
Because if it's not segment, if it's not category, it has to be subcategory, right?
As subcategory.
Exactly. That's it. Click OK. Yash, wake up. My goodness. Vinay,
my
help.
God. Yeah.
Otherwise,
Let me,
I'll put everyone to
yes,
sleep.
yes. You please, can you log off from the session? Just a minute. Yes. I mean, please don't join from tomorrow. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, please log off from the session. Can you please log off?
Wait a minute.
No, please log off, man. You were literally sleeping that time. Please, can you log off? Okay, over to you, Ishani. Sorry about that.
All right, that's okay. So Ashish, what was the step? First step was to create a dimension, create a parameter. This is a parameter. Then to show the parameter, which we did over here, and then to use the parameter in our visualization. So
Okay.
how did we create a parameter? We clicked on the drop down. Over here we have,
Ishani, Shekhar this side. Could you please speak slowly so that at the same time I can apply these steps? Actually,
Sure.
I've not earlier.
all right. So I'll do it little slowly. So over here, when you click on the drop down, you get create parameters, correct?
Mhm.
So once you open it, you have to give the name. Then you have to tell which type. So what we had done, we had given the name as dimension select. So I'm creating it again, but I'll delete it. And what we are trying to do, if you look at this dimension select that we created, it's a list that we created for the user to pick. So what is the content of this list? The content of this list is the data type is a string, because all we did was we wrote segment, category, subcategory. So it's a text,
Okay.
right? So it's a string. And then it's a list because it's got list of values in it, right? A person is supposed to pick only one value out of the list.
Okay.
Then over here, we gave the value, and value is basically the name of the fields that you have in the table. And you can display it as something else. Like if segment, I don't want to call it segment, but something else for the user, then you put a display as. Okay.
Yeah.
But make sure that the values that you're picking of the field are matching in your cases also, because Tableau is sensitive to that part. Okay, a small category written in all small versus a proper case are two different things for Tableau. It will give you error.
Okay. It's a case sensitive, right?
It
It's
is
if
case
a
sensitive.
category is in caps lock, capital letter
Correct.
first, so we have
Correct.
to write it. Okay.
Right. So once you're done with this, then you will see a list of parameter will get created over here.
Okay.
All right. Then we are going to right click and show parameter, just like how we did for filters, right? And it should appear on your right side.
Okay. Let me create this. Just give me
All
one.
right. Shikhar, what about you? You done till this part?
Yes, Ishani, I got it. Now
Okay.
I'm.
Anyone else who needs help? Ankita is done. Shweta, Sanjeet, Kshitij.
Yes,
Doing.
Ishani. I'm getting it.
All right. Faisal is
Shani,
back.
I'm
Huh?
doing with you.
All right.
I had created the parameter.
You've created the parameter. Did you show the
Yeah,
parameter?
yes. Till
All right.
here I've done.
Virendra done. Second done. Ankita done. Shweta done. Kshitij,
Ishani,
what's the status of your laptop?
Still
Still dead?
no.
It's
I
working.
was
Okay.
I was just trying to remap that day
All
one
right.
file. It's no good.
So step number one, make sure everybody has created a parameter. Everyone done on step number one?
Yes.
Yes.
Ashish was also done. Good. Step number two, show the parameter. Very simple. Right click and show parameter. Done?
Done.
Yes.
Yes, Ishani.
Yes. Third thing, connect your parameter for the visual. Now, the only way to do is to create a field. So what we did, we went over here and we created a new field, a new calculated field. And over there, this is the formula that we wrote.
So it's showing calculation one.
Yeah, so I changed the name because otherwise all will look alike, right? It will be difficult to understand which calculation and what.
So what you have given?
I've
Segment
given
by sale.
selected dimension.
Ishani, list of value. If we are choosing the category, we have to take the displays category in front of that.
This part, right? Check out this part.
Yes, yes, yes.
So this is coming from where? This is coming from this list. So whatever name is appearing in this list is what comes over here.
Okay.
Okay, so these the segment and category which is in double quotes is basically the value of the list.
Okay.
Nishani, the text in the double quote is also case sensitive. This formula is also case sensitive.
No, you mean if, else, if, then these keywords.
No, if I'm saying that if the dimension is equals to segment and if I mess up with the
Put small, let's say this is
Yes,
small, category
Yes.
is small, right?
Yes.
Now this is segment. If I go to this category,
it
it
won't
is
affect.
not giving me category. This is actually a subcategory. So what happened? It went to else part.
Okay.
You saw?
it does-
Subcategories are these. These are categories. It is showing category by sales, but giving me subcategories.
Subcategories.
Reason? Because it went to else.
So it is case sensitive.
It is case sensitive. That's what I said. This language, this software is case sensitive. So small c versus capital C makes a difference.
Okay.
Can you
I'm
please
about
show
to
the
type in the formula. Give me a minute.
Say that again.
I'm about to type the formula. Keep this
Yeah.
window open.
Yeah. But these things, this formula should not be, this is not a new formula. You guys have done
Yes.
exactly the same thing in VBA. Same structure.
Yes.
Over there, we just had a line of command to return. If true, over here, we are returning just a field.
And after showing of parameter, what we have to do?
We have to create the calculated field, Shikhar, the one that you see in front. So you know how to create a calculated field, right?
Okay.
Ishani,
Prime account. The prime
Yes.
account after conversion.
Ishani, in dimension select, I'm not getting the drop down.
25,000 rupees.
Hello.
In a month, then
Over here,
Yes.
this side,
Yes.
did you pick it as a list? Because when you're creating the parameter over here itself, we had to select it as a list. Do you have it as a list, Imran?
I will try this. Give me a minute.
All right. And Shikhar, were you able to figure out where to write the formula, the expression?
No, Ishani.
So over here, remember, drop down, create calculated field.
Okay, got it, Ishani.
Okay, once you click, change the name because you can't leave the name as calculation 1, 2, 3. So change the name, write the formula. And this is the formula, just in case anybody was trying. Edit. To edit the title, what you need to do is double click over here. And typically it shows a sheet name. So instead of the sheet name, what you will do is you will use insert. Remember, we used this insert one more time when we were trying to show in the tooltip, we used this. So in the insert, you will see the dimension, whatever parameter you have named, parameter dot the name of your parameter. So pick that so that if the dimension select parameter says category, this word will come as category. If somebody selects subcategory, this comes as a subcategory. This wise sales, because my measure is the same. I'm using sales for irrespective which dimension. So this is how you're going to create your title.
Shani, something is wrong with the chart. Can I show you?
Yes, 1 second. Let me do this thing. Let me copy paste this in the chat window also so that everybody is able to finish it off fast. And yes, now you tell me.
Ishani, done. It is working for me.
Done it? Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes. Parameter 1. What is there in your drop down? Click on the drop down. Okay, segment, category, subcategory. All right. Now what you need to do is get rid of this parameter from the color marks chart. Parameter 1, remove it from here. Remove it. Yes. Now you will go to calculated field. I think, what is this calculation 1 on the top that I see? In your tables, in your table, left tables. Calculation 1 right on the top.
This one?
Yes. Open it.
This is the formula.
Edit.
This
So
one.
if parameter 1 equal to segment, then segment, parameter is equal to category, or no, last part is wrong. Then you're not returning a text.
Yeah.
You're returning a field called subcategory. So double quotes, remove this thing, delete it, type in subcategory. Yes, this field I need, not the text. And okay. Now you're going to drop this calculation one into the row shelf.
Oh,
Okay, so this is coming as segment. Try to change the parameter value to see if it's working. Category, and then subcategory. So it's working. Sort the data, okay, and change the title. I used to do it.
Please tell the
Typically, we see I
title
used to
part.
do it.
Shani, I am also not getting.
Not, hold on. Not this
Okay.
one. Faisal, click on the calculation part. On the calculation.
yes.
Yeah, right click on this.
Oh, right.
Not on the right click on this and click on hide field labels for row, the last part. Okay, double click on sheet 1. Get rid of this sheet name, delete it. Click on insert. Go to this parameter 1. Correct, wise sales. Give a space and then write wise sales. Okay, and right now it's fine because you're practicing. That's why I'm okay with parameter 1 and calculation 1, but for
Yes.
all good purposes is a bad idea. Okay, work-wise, it is not going to be easy to figure out what you're creating. Because it's not just one parameter you create, right? We create multiple parameters.
Shani, I'm also facing problem.
Okay, I'll look at your screen.
Okay.
So change your naming, Faisal. All right, let's stop sharing.
Yes. Just a last question. So we are basically creating a field
Yep.
in a table that is dependent on a formula.
Yes.
And
That is dependent in the formula where we are checking conditions based on the parameter value.
And the condition is coming from here.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Shani. Thank you so much.
All right, Ashish, please share your screen.
I'm sharing.
This is easier than Power BI, right? Instead of putting the bookmarks, first making it fancy, then putting the bookmarks.
Yes,
All right,
Ishani.
very easy. Dimension select, and this guy is also dimension select. Selected dimension. Remove this. This is a parameter. Remove this. Okay, the field you created is selected dimension. One on no, this is a parameter. Fields
Okay.
are in the tables, right? The one on the ship mode. Yeah. Drop this in your visualization. Yes.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
it's coming up.
Okay. Okay.
Got it? All right.
Okay, got it. Thank
Anyone
you.
else? Thank you. All good?
Yes, Shani, done.
Move on. Yes. Okay. Now, just like we had okay, I'm assuming everybody is done. Neil, Naveen, Pratibha. I know few people have already messaged. Sitaram,
My
Tarun.
category part is not working.
Your category part is not working. Did you check the cases?
Yes. Yes.
Share your screen quickly
Okay.
so that we can do it. Hold on, guys. All right, category spelling is wrong. So edit your formula wherever you're, go to your, not this one. Okay, yeah, sorry, that one only. Sorry, parameter only. Right click, edit.
Okay.
Edit, up. All right, Sitaram. Change the spellings, yes. R. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, now
Yes.
it's working. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I share my screen? It's showing the error in mine.
Sure, figure 10 show. If dimension select is equal to segment, then segment. Why your segment is coming black in color?
I don't know what's the error in this.
Oh, the bracketing is an error. Bracketing is bad. Dimension select, remove the square bracket, not this one. After dimension select, your first dimension select, remove this.
Okay.
Delete. Yes. And okay. Did you type by hand and put them in bracket, or how did it work?
It auto
Something is wrong. Just delete the whole formula once quickly. It cannot be orange color because it's not a field. Oh, you know what, Shikhar? Very bad idea to keep two things with the same name. Your parameter is also dimension select. Your calculated field is also dimension select. That's why Tableau is not working properly.
this I have changed.
Okay. Okay, now write. If right, what you were supposed to write. Don't put the brackets yourself. Remove that habit. Go back. No putting brackets yourself. How will you know whether you're doing the right thing or wrong thing? If it doesn't prompt, means it's wrong. Right? Dimension select. It's coming itself. Now pick it up. Tab. Press the tab key. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Equal to segment space, then tab space segment in the same line. No. Then what? If it is equal to segment, then what? Then you're returning segment.
Segment would be shown.
Yes, the field or segment, correct. Tab, enter. Now you see how the colors are different.
Yes.
It is getting confused, by the way.
This orange one.
No, it's fine. But you see the purple one, it's still confused. Otherwise, it doesn't write the word parameter in front. Why it has to write parameter dot dimension select? Because both the things are still dimension select according to it. The name has not reflected yet till you press OK. Do it again. So dimension select. Pick it up. Equal to category. Double quotes closed. Then category else subcategory. Space. Category. Else. Enter. Else subcategory. Enter. End. Perfect. Quickly check. Let's okay. Click OK. Okay. It's a valid calculation. Okay. Let's check. Now you're going to remove this dimension select from your row shelf because this is a parameter. Remove it. And the new field that you've given parameter, the field. Parameters can't be dropped in visuals. You see parameter underneath order ID.
Yes.
Drop this one. This is the one you created. Double click on it. Simple. No need to drag so much. Double click. Okay. Quickly check. So it's working. All right.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I am spending so much time on one parameter. The reason is this is like a base thing that we have to do for all the parameters. So if you are able to do it one time, others will be piece of cake. Okay, so just like how we used a parameter to pick a dimension for our visuals, we can also use parameters to pick the measures for our visuals. So what I mean is, right now I'm able to see some the sales, category-wise sales. What if I wanted category-wise quantity or category-wise profit? Then how do we do it? So again, within the same visual, that's just like how we created a parameter for dimension, we'll create one for parameters for measure also. So the steps are same. Don't do it with me. Steps are same. We'll first create a parameter. I'm going to call it as measure select or summarize, or let's say summarize And this is again going to be a string data type. It's a list. What do I want to summarize? I want to summarize sales or quantity or what was it? Profit. Okay. And okay, once it is created, I'm going to show the parameter. It's got created over here. Next, I want to create a calculated field. But before I go to calculated field, because I'm going to show you a different structure now, if you all could say, create this field. I'm going to call it field and summarize. Let me know once you're done.
Danny,
What all you have added? Sales.
Sales, profit, and quantity.
Okay.
now we will use case.
Now
Done,
we will
Ishani.
use case. You read my mind, Shweta. Yes. Second done. Ankita done. Sanjeev
Done.
done.
I have done till the summarize part.
That's still that part only I asked. Now I'm going to create a calculated field, but I'm going to use a different function, not if. So that's why I wanted to wait for all of you. Okay. So again, same process. We are going to still create a calculated field, but this time I will not use if else if, I'll use case. And this, let's name it as summarized value. And over here we write case. Now writing case, honestly, I find it a little easier and little more faster, because in case you don't have to write the left hand side and the right hand side of the logic again and again. Like in the previous example, if you saw, what did we write? We said dimension select is equal to segment, do this. Dimension select is equal to category, do this. Right? Same thing, if I had to write with a case, I would have just written the dimension select one time. That's it. I don't have to type it again and again. Okay. So over here, what we are saying, we are checking for this value of summarize. And next line, case is this. Now we are saying when. So case summarize. Now when case is what? When case is sales, then what should I return?
Sum of sales, right?
Very good. I can't return sales anymore. Why I can't return sales? Because it's a measure. Measure in a visualization is always summarized and dropped. As soon as you drop sales or profit, do you see only sales getting dropped, or you see sum of sales by default, count of something? Always a summarization is there. So in your formulas also, you will have to summarize and drop it. Okay. When it is equal to, let's say, profit, then it is sum of profit. So I hope you all are able to understand this thing. Else it is sum of quantity. So when I'm writing, there are certain points, certain things which is gray, like sales, profit, this is gray. This is text. Which text is it referring to? This parameter list values, it's what it's referring to. Then something which is orange, these are fields of your table. Purple is parameter. So this is the name of the parameter. I'm evaluating the parameter. If the value of parameter is sales, then I want to return sum of sales. If it's profit, I want to return sum of profit. And if it's else, it is sum of quantity. So once this is done, what should be the next step?
Drop that.
Drop it. So we'll remove this sum of sales and drop the summarized value. Okay. Again, a little bit tweaking in your title. Instead of sales, we will go and insert and say I want summarize. Now it is category wise sales. If I change this, this has become category wise quantity, category wise profit, and I can change both of them over here like this.
Shani, can you please repeat the last part?
So last part was to drop.
Right.
Oh, the title.
No, drop. Where you
So
have
I just like how we did, right? We removed a particular field and we dropped a calculated field, right?
Mhm.
So same thing we'll do. We'll remove sum of sales, which we used in the previous, and we'll drop this new calculated field.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Ishani,
what we're doing.
Ishani,
Yes.
same thing can be done with the if function, right?
Yes, same thing can be done with this. I just have to make sure that you don't know what are the various features.
Okay.
All right.
Can you show the formula once more?
Sure, absolutely, yes. 1 second. Over here.
Shani, could you please repeat the title part?
So in title, previously we had the parameter. In my case, I've renamed it as field. So it's parameter field. And then we had written by hand why sales, because sales was a constant measure. But
Yes.
now it is not constant. It is going to become quantity and all these things, right? So in the title, I change it to the parameter called summarize. Okay, but because if you don't change the title, pretty much nobody comes to know what you're looking at. And we can put some labels also. Ashad, is it clear?
Yes, clear.
All
I
right.
have done with this.
Okay, perfect. Can we make x-axis title dynamic as well? Same thing. Over here, to make it dynamic is not possible over here to change what is written because it's taking the field name until and unless even if I do alias, it won't work. So typically what I do is I work with the title, because if the title is clear, you know exactly what you're looking at. So if I recite subcategory wise quantity, so I know these bars are for quantity and this is subcategory.
Ishan, when I'm
Yes.
putting value of sales and all, it's not taking it. So can I share my screen?
So what did you say? Could you repeat it once?
Yeah, whenever I'm taking the value of sales, quantity, and profit, it's not taking that.
All
In the
right.
parameter
All
part.
right. All right. Share your screen. Oh, you put the data type as integer on the top.
No,
So it's
I
looking for a number, string. Now type. No. Now it is sales.
oh,
Data
sorry.
type is a string.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Now it's taking.
Yeah, because above you said data type is number, so it's looking for a number there.
Okay.
All right. All right. We'll wait for some time. Let me know when you guys are done.
Can you please show the formula once?
Sure. Sure.
Ishani, is my voice audible?
Shikhar, what happened?
My voice audible?
Yeah. It's breaking a little bit, but audible, yes.
Okay.
So Shweta, which tool are you inclined towards?
Tableau.
Tableau.
Actually, but point is, I cannot implement my work on Tableau. So Power BI is something that I'm already started doing.
As in, why not Tableau? Oh, license.
License is required. Else Tableau.
Else, Tableau is intuitive, right? It's pretty
Yes.
intuitive. But you will hate it when I come to the dashboarding because over there,
True.
bad.
So
Layouting is
most of
bad.
this work is on dashboarding, and also whatever Excel I already am doing, I have started on Power BI, and I'm happy with that.
The best part, if you guys know Excel, which this group was very active, and I know a lot of you are very good in Excel, learning all these is just like an add-on thing to your existing knowledge. If you know Excel very well, all these are easy to understand. They've got obviously every tool has its own nuances in it, but they're not very difficult to catch on.
Ishani, I have a question here.
Yes, Naveen.
So this Tableau, I've installed it's just for 15 days, I think the trial version.
So
And
you should have installed Tableau Public. That's what was requested you to do.
Tableau Public.
Yes, so Tableau Public you have to install so that you have this license doesn't expire, Tableau Public. However, you can't save your work on your desktop like right now what you're able to do with the desktop version of it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll raise another ticket because it's on Genpact laptop. So they have installed this 15 days wala version.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now, 15 days, our training should be over, I hope. But raise a thing for a Tableau Public for your practice work also.
But I think for assessment, I think it might take more than 15 days. And then.
All right. Makes sense. Get a Tableau Public.
Yeah. Okay.
So Ishani, now putting these labels, how would we do that?
Say that again, repeat it, please.
Putting these labels here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how would we do that now?
Just click on labels. You can just click on this icon over here. It puts the label. Otherwise, if you would have dropped this in the label, it would have showed. But by default, if you click on it, whichever measure is dropped in your visualization, its value shows up over here.
Sorry, why we
why your appliances and tables doesn't have in quantity like label?
Why some of the bars don't have the label?
Yeah.
Because Tableau is smart. Tableau knows if I populate everything, it looks bad.
But in my experience.
So it varies. It varies from how the visualization is. Okay. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. So it would vary from visualization to visualization. I think if I do this entire screen now, see all of them are coming, they're looking neat also. Correct. But if I did a standard one, now few of them are missing because it won't look very nice if I populate all. I can, but it's just Tableau saying, don't ruin your visualization. All right, move on, guys. Everyone done?
Yes, Ishani.
Okay. Do you remember?
Sorry.
What about the assessment?
Asking for Tableau. Is it on Monday?
Yes, it's on Monday. Today is what? Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes, we'll keep it on Monday, 11th.
And Ishani, have you had words with Chanchal regarding my SQL assessment?
I did. We are going to create another sequel. You let us know when you will be able to give it.
All right.
Just give us a date, Deepika.
We can do it on any day of the week. Next week, any day.
Next week, but what time?
After our session.
After our session. All right. I'll pass it on to her. She's on leave today, but I'll let her know.
So am I the only one who's left?
I think, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Shani.
No problem. Remember my tickets. That's it.
Talking about assessment, I missed my Power BI assessment.
Power BI assessment.
I also missed that.
Because I was.
All right.
I have to go to somewhere.
So, how many are there who missed Power BI assessment?
I missed that.
So Ashish and Faisal, anyone else? Let me make a note.
Sitaram also.
Sitaram also. Sitaram. Faisal and Ashish. All right, I'll let you know when we are ready for the next one because we have to create new assessments. That's why.
Okay.
Ishani,
Yes.
Ishani, I'm getting like numbers are different for me and you.
For
Subcategory wise quantity.
subcategory wise quantity.
Yes.
What is the order over here? Chairs, binders, storage, labels.
Yes, chairs, binder, storage, label, supplies, phone, accessories, paper.
And what are you getting next to chairs?
It is 5,12,000.
And can you double check what you have done in this calculation over here? Is it sum of quantity?
Yes, sum of quantity. Else sum of quantity.
L sum of quantity. So can you check one more thing? Can you check the spellings of sales and profit? It might be that you're picking one of these and okay, just show me the screen. It's easier. Can you share your screen?
Yes, yes, I can.
All right. So the cross. All right. Click OK once.
There was something called there is one dependency. What was that?
Oh, that is on the parameter because parameter is involved. Can you change the quantity to something else? Let's say sales. Same value. Click and change it to the next one, profit. Okay. Now, can you open your parameter of summarize? Summarize. The parameter, yes. Edit it. Can you click in after sales? Can you double click in front of sales? Is there any space after sales? No. Double click in front of profit? No. Double click in quantity? No. Okay. Interesting. Click OK. What went wrong? Guys, give me 1 minute. I'm so sorry. My child's school phone call is coming. Hold on one second.
Okay.
All right. What went wrong? What went wrong? Sales, quantity, profit. Can I get access to your screen? I'll just look at few things quickly.
Yes.
It seems that only and can anybody verify is your profit coming same as Imran's?
No. It's different.
Profit
Oh,
value is
it's-
also different.
It's
Okay,
different.
I think what is the data set? Let's look at the data set.
One more time, can I see the formula? Because
Data set looks fine. No filtering is there. Formula looks fine to me, but has to be what went wrong? Edit. Profit, current value, list, sales, profit, quantity. Looks fine. Did you find any issue?
No, not this formula, like case formula.
The calculated field.
Yes, calculated.
Calculated field. Case
Summarize.
summarize.
Can you please summarize?
If sales, then sum of sales. If it's profit, sum of profit. Otherwise, this looks fine. Absolutely fine.
Yeah, this is
And did your previous values match up in sales? That would have also not matched up.
No, at that time you have not, on the text.
Put the labels.
Yes.
Welcome to Access Bank and RF Banking Center. My name is Shekhar.
Why I feel that I have this feeling that oh, I'm browsing your. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Are you calling for a meeting?
I was trying to go to my screen.
Yes. I'll help you with the number. Please call on this number.
Yes, now I'm on my screen.
It is 022 6798
Data, Superstore sales data.
7700.
Okay. Can you go to the? I can go to the data source.
Call on this. Yeah. Thank you.
And you have same data set. So why we have this such a big change? Anyone else? Are your number matching with me for others?
Yes, yes,
Yes, we are a match. It's matching.
It's a match.
81314 profit for phones.
You know what? This might be one culprit. Sales is matching with him or no?
No.
Profit. At least the number changed. Matching?
Now
Yes, now it's matching. Now it's matching.
It's matching.
Now it's matching.
You know, Imran, what happened?
What happened?
In the label, you had dropped sales.
Okay.
So whatever I do over here, the label has said put sales, so it was putting sales throughout.
So
One
label
problem.
showing for sale, but the
So what happens, like if I turn this on, right, by default, what it does, whatever is your measure over here, that's the value shows up, right? Now, if you superimpose anything on top of this, let's say if I said I want to put sales, now it will not work with what is by default. Now it will work with what you've dropped over here.
okay.
And that was a culprit.
Thank you.
All right. Good learning for all of us. We were all looking in wrong directions. Yes.
Can we use, we have used in calculated field the formula of sum. Can we also use other formulas, say for instance?
Average, sum, count, whatever, whichever.
So I was trying to get a percentile of profit against the sales.
Okay.
So,
what formula did you use? Percentage or percentile?
Percentage.
Percentage of sales in front of, like percentage of total.
Yes, with the sales. So profit, percentage profit for the sales. Yeah.
You're doing profit divided by sales.
Yes. Any two measure divided by
each other. Okay.
It does not matter, but I want to use a different formula in it.
All right.
Simple formula, division or multiplication.
So what was the issue?
So I am doing that, but it's not coming.
What is it giving you as an error? Show your screen fast. In meantime, can everybody plot the subcategory wise on a different sheet? Okay, on a different sheet, plot subcategory wise sum of profit. Faisal, sum of profit.
Okay.
Everybody please plot subcategory wise sales in a different sheet. All right.
Oh, okay. Earlier it was not working.
Yeah. Okay, now in this sheet where you have subcategory wise sales, now if I wanted to look at top 5, what would you do? I want to look at only top 5 sales. What do? Anybody remembers? What do?
We use filters.
Where? Which field will you apply filter?
Sales.
No. Now only two things were there. I said one to know that it has to be the second one, subcategory. What we are trying to find, we are trying to find top 5 subcategories, right? So the filter is on subcategory. And you remember we went to filters and then we did a top, and over here we said, okay, I want 5 based on sum of sales, and okay, and we got the top 5. Everybody remembers this?
Yes. I was mixing Power BI.
I know. Okay. Now, what if the user does not want to do this thing that give me top 5 and then it comes back to you, no, give me top 7. So even I want this to be a little more independent, that a person can look at top 2 also, a person can look at top 3, top 5, top 10. I want to give that independence. Okay. So again, this is a work of a parameter. These kind of choices that we are providing to the end user is typically done through the work of parameters in Tableau. So how do we do it? We can introduce parameters within the filters over here rather than creating a calculated field. How it is possible? By field top, instead of 5, underneath you will see you get a choice of create a new parameter. So we'll create it. I'm going to call it as my top n. Current value is 5. Now this cannot be a list. It is going to be a range where a person can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I put a range. My minimum is 1. Maximum, let's say I want to go 10. And step size is 1. What does it mean? The minimum value of this parameter is 1. When I click next, it becomes 2. When I click next, it becomes 3. So the incremental value is 1. And the maximum this value this parameter can achieve is 10. So if I click OK and apply, so you see automatically top end is over here. It got created within that, and all I have to do is show parameter. Second step. Third step was to introduce it into the visualization, which again we have already done by filters and putting top end over here. So this is also done. Now if I reduce this comes as a slicer. I'm looking at 4, 3, 2. If I increase it, I'll get more. So this is your top end.
And it please show.
So what we did, we said, okay, we want to filter the data based on some number. Typical process is what? We go over here, we go to filters, we go to top, and we put a number. So rather than putting a number in the drop down, you also get a facility of creating parameter within this filter. So we created something called top end. Now, what is the value in this top end that we gave? It's a number because I want 1 to 10. So it's an integer data type. You can put any current value. So if I say 3, whenever your visual is going to appear, it will always show first 3 values, right? Second thing, what are the values allowed? Previously, when we worked, we gave a fixed list because we said you can pick this. So it's fixed. So it was a list. This time, it's a range of number that you're working with. So it is range allowable values. And in range also, you have to tell what is minimum, what is maximum, and what is the increment from you are going to move from 1 to 10. So if I put 5, this becomes 1, 6, and out. So if I put 1, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, incrementing 1 at a time. And
Ishani, current value, it is 3, right? So
it
it
can
will
be
start
anything
with 3.
that you want.
It will start with 3.
Correct. Current value is what, as soon as you open the visual, that's the value it will be set at, default value.
And we can edit title as well accordingly.
Yes. So how will you edit the title?
Same, insert that parameter. Top and instead of N, yeah.
So with the top N also, you can have, so the top 3, top 4,
Ishani,
top 5.
Ishani,
Yes.
sorry, that slicer did it can automatically or
This one, the
Yeah.
slider?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just had to do show parameter. So since I said it's a range, it automatically shows us as a slider.
Okay.
You have a option of slider or type in a person can go
Then I
and
got
type
it.
in.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. But I would prefer a slider that, lets the person also understand what are the highest and the minimum values. They're not putting in something absurd. Let me know once you've tried it.
Yeah, done, Ishani.
Done. Gunjan, any questions from you?
Or do we need to select on current value and display format?
Current value is entirely up to you. You can pick 3 also, you can pick 5 also. What that is, that how at, let's say for top N, if I pick 3, it will show me top 3.
Have you saved this list in
Yes, I am.
LMS, Ishani?
I have saved what?
This table.
This is what we've used from the beginning. This data set, Superstore data set.
No, this timetable that you're talking about.
I don't know which table.
This Excel that you are.
Oh, this Excel. No. This I'm mapping for myself. My mapping.
I have
So
missed
that I know.
I have missed
Huh?
2 classes, so I just wanted to understand which topic I got missed.
If you want, I can type it. I can put this over there. But this is just simply for my understanding of where I am and how many days I've left with.
Okay, if you could please save this.
Sure. We'll do that.
I guess I missed the class of joins and union.
Which dates? You can take a screen. You can take a snapshot of this.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. All right. Ready to do more stuff?
Yes, Shani.
Now, can I
Shani,
ask? Yes.
Nothing.
Done? Ashish?
Yes, that's done.
Okay. Now, what I want you to do is show countries in filter, and for each country, show, sorry, top N cities based on profit. Countries should be in the filter. So they based on the country that I've selected, and I would want one country at a time selection. I want to see the top N cities based on the profit. So there is a filter, there is a parameter. Filter is on which field? Country. Parameter is on what?
Our
City.
City, correct. Parameter is on city. Filter is on country. I want to pick one country, and I want to see if I put in top N, let's say top 2. So I want to see the top 2 cities based on profit, and I want it on a map. Let's do this.
Cities should be on filter partner.
Countries should be under filter and one at a time. Selection of one at a time.
I did something, my map is gone.
What didn't work?
I mean, like I did the filter top and cities, but
It won't work. I know. It's a trick
Ah.
question I gave you guys. No, it
Yeah.
won't work.
nothing is showing. I was like, I did everything.
Don't worry. Don't worry. There's a reason I gave you this question.
And now I've tried 2-3 things. Now it's looking weird at me. But yeah, I've created cities, top and cities, and everything.
How to find min and max while creating the top end? How to find min and max? Gunjan, elaborate. Let's say if I have got top 5, you just want to highlight the min and max.
Right, understood, Ishani.
So label. Okay. Let me also do this, and then I'll tell you why you guys are facing problem in, no, I don't want it. Country, and what did I do? Okay, I want country in the filters. I want all. Okay. And right click, show filter. I want one at a time. Okay, and then what did we want? We wanted the states. Sorry, I said cities.
Yes, city.
Cities. All right. Can you make it state? Can you guys change it to state? Sorry, states would look nicer when I told you I have an obsession with field maps. So states look nicer, cities I can't plot. So that's the reason I was asking you to show it on that. So if I pick Afghanistan, I'm able to see the cities in that. If I click on China, I'm able to see the cities, highest and lowest. If I click on India, I'm able to see highest to lowest. So far, so good. Everyone has done this part?
No, Ishani.
No, just
No, Shani.
Okay, hurry up, please. This is the first part where you have created a filter of country. You've dropped the state and the sales. And right now it's giving you all the states. It's not doing any kind of filtering based on top 5 or top N.
Shani, are we looking for sales or profit?
Sorry, profit. My bad. My bad. Profit. Okay. Profit.
Ishani, in state also we have to select all.
State we are not dropping in filters. State is not in filters yet.
Okay.
Okay, right now it's without the filters, and that's why all the states of a particular country are showing up. Darker color depicts higher profit, lighter color depicts lesser profit. Right? But all the states are showing up. So far, so good. Everyone done till this point?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
next thing was that I wanted to find top N. So now we are going to apply top N on state. So I can click on the drop down. I can go to the filter and put top, and I can put by field. I have top N. Top N is already created, so I'll use the same one. And this is based on profit, sum of profit, and okay. And let's say I'm going to show this top N parameter over here. So it's not that I have to create parameters everywhere. If I've created one, it should work for all. Now, when I have top N and 7, what is it showing me right now? What is it showing me?
Showing you state.
7 states.
Showing
States.
too many states.
Top 10 states all
Top
over the place.
7.
Yeah, all of them.
Irrespective of the country, it's showing me the top 7 states based on profit. But if I click on Australia, how many am I getting? 7. Even if I reduce it, I said 3, I'm still getting 2. If I go to India, I'm getting blank. If I go to any other bigger countries, like even China, if I go to, let's see, I'm getting 1. Problem? There's a problem, right? Now, why there is a problem? There are 2 filters working. Do you guys remember in Excel, there is something called top 10 autofilter?
Yes.
Do you know what is the issue with the top 10 autofilter? It doesn't work with other filters. Okay, if the data is already filtered and then you apply a top 10, it really doesn't give you the top 10 of the filter data. It still works on the entire data. And that is exactly the problem we are facing right now. Now, even if I'm doing it 8, these 2 states are coming because this happens to be in the top 8 states of all, not for China. And if I reduce it to 2 or 1, now it's not showing up because the first 2 states were not of China. But if I make it all, now it's showing up. First 2 states were of Australia, third one is of China, and till we don't put 3, the China will not appear. So what it is giving me a problem, if I'm filtering the country, it is not considering the country as a filter. It is still working with all the country's data. Did you guys understand what the problem is? The country filter is almost invisible to my top and parameter filter. So what we do in such cases, we have to use a filter called context filter. What is a context filter? We just say this field is to be considered in context when doing a filtering. So all I have to do is for country, add it to context. That's it. Add to context. And now you will see if I go to India, I'm getting top 3 of India. If I increase it, it's going to increase for India only. If I go to China, it's getting top 6 for China. Decrease or increase, you will get it only in China now. Understood? So when we are working with these, when we are working with these filters, very important concept is of this context filter. And context filter is basically used when you're using your top N and all, because 2 filters are not able to work together. It is almost making the country filter not usable. And it's a very important thing to know about these context filters.
Shani, can you repeat this
Shani,
part?
can you please repeat this?
Okay. Okay, what we were doing is, we have put, if you look at the sheet right now, what we have done, we have put 2 filters, correct? One filter is telling me which country, and one filter is telling me how many states to show. Clear? Now, in our mind, or what we are thinking, that if I select China, it will give me states of China. And if I say top 5, it should give me top 5 states of China. Correct?
Yes.
That is our thought process. But when we are trying to look at the visual is not reflecting the same thought. And what is the problem? The problem is that your top N filters do not work with other filters by default. So this top N is not working with China. This top N is still working on all countries. Now, in order to make sure that this top N also does a consideration of country and then filter the data, I'll have to go to the country and add it to context. Once I add it to context, then before it puts a top 5 filter or a top N filter, first it will do a filtering on the country level. Whatever is remaining on that, it will do a top N. Ankita, is it clear?
Yes.
All right. Everybody try to complete this. This is called context filter. So tomorrow when we meet, we are going to still work with the parameters And in parameters, we will work with sorting and we will work with dates. And tomorrow is a 1 hour class, right? Okay. Let's see. Sorting and dates definitely will finish. Otherwise, if possible, then we'll start off with.
Shani, can I share my screen?
Yes, please. Oh, sorry, I have to stop sharing. Yes, please.
And click. Map is not changing, I think.
India is on the top. Where are those? There are some zoom things to go up. Go up. Yeah. So India is there.
My system suddenly shut down.
All right. It knows it's time to go. 1 second, Arshad. Give me control of your screen once. So this zoom thing you see.
Yes.
Right. This is zooming in and zooming out. So you can zoom out and let's say you can use this one to move it up and down. Okay, and then let's say zoom in, or if there was a specific area, then search the map. No, I don't want to search the map. Like for example, this one. And like we can keep it like this, something like this. So if you're moving to China, we're able to see it. India, we're able to see it, right? Main countries we want to make sure. But yours is not moving the way it moves for me.
Yes,
You
it's not.
pinned it. You have pinned it. You clicked on this. When you pin it, then it gets stuck to that visual. Now it is working like mine.
Thank you,
Okay.
Shani.
You're welcome.
Ishani, please help me also. My top end is not working.
Sure. Please share your screen.
I
All right.
think
If
something
anybody
wrong
wants
at
to, if anybody wants to leave, you guys can. We have covered what we are supposed to do today. All right. Meantime, I'll just help. Sanjeet, what is happening? You have 4.
I
If
think,
you increase. Okay.
something
Just go
wrong
to
at
state. Yeah, go to state in the filter area.
in the filter area.
Yeah, either way. Just go to the filter of states.
Okay.
Edit filter. Top 10, nine. Top N. The one below.
yeah.
Yes. So parameter was not connected. That's why. Click OK.
I didn't link it. Yes.
Now try. Now it's
Yes.
working.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can
All
I
right,
also
guys.
share?
Yes,
Can I
please.
share my
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. No, we can. Let's
Okay.
do the doubt clearing and then we'll take a new topic tomorrow.
Okay. Just give me a minute. I'm joining with.
Sure. Shikhar is showing. What happened, Shikhar?
Ishani, my top N is not working. Where I have to do this?
Click edit filter. Go to edit filter in state. Go to top, not custom, top, the tab called top, journal, wildcard, condition, top.
Okay.
By field. And instead of 10, top. You didn't create a top in filter.
No, I have not created. You see, here it's not showing.
No, but previously we created top n, right? When I said subcategory top n.
Yeah, on that time I have not created. I have
Okay.
a problem.
All right, just write top n. Current value you can give as 3. And it's a range, so give 1 to 10. Step size of 1. Step size is 1. All right, click OK. Name the parameter, not parameter 3. Please name it top n. Parameter names should also reflect what they are going to show, right? Top n. Right, click OK.
And this would be the integer. Current value
Yeah,
5.
it's an integer, right? Numbers, so integer, correct.
And this
That's
would
okay.
be
That's it. Move. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
But here it's not showing.
You have to show it yourself. You will have to do right click on the top n parameter and say show parameter. At the bottom on the left bottom, right click, show parameter. Now try to change it. All right.
Ishani, one more thing, and I have in this first sheet, it's could you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not showing like this.
It is not a list. Go to your summarize. Go to summarize the parameter. Edit it. Edit below. It is a list and string and sales quantity profit. Okay. And then okay. All right. And then what did you do? Just right click on it again, summarize. Click on it. Click on it. Show parameter, that's correct. And over here, when you're clicking on it, it's not showing you as a list, correct?
It's not working. It's showing this only.
Oh, it's a type in. It's a type in. Make it a slider. Not a slider, sorry. Select value as a compact list. For second one, sorry. Yep. It's a different list style. Got it?
You have given this, and this showing it's of minus.
It is minus. Tables are negative profit.
Okay, so this would be showing. And one more thing, sorry to bother you.
No, tell me.
In this, I have not done because I was stuck in this area only. Could you please help me in this?
Which part?
It would be of sum and subcategory sheet.
Show me sheet 3 once.
Sheet 3 would be of
this one is done. Show me sheet 2, the one that you were working on right now. Sheet 1, sorry, sheet 1.
Sheet 1 would be this.
So this is what we have done. So I mixed the two, right?
No. Sheet 2 would be which you have given the class of, which you have given the session of top 5.
N. Okay. Top 5. So go to subcategory. Click on the drop down. Filter. Filter. On the top, filter. Correct. Go to the top N. Go to top. By field. Top and click here. Create. Now you've already created. So you can use it over here directly. Right? Or you could have created from here. Sum of sales. Correct. Okay. Or is it sum of sales or profit sales only? Correct. And then show parameter. That's it. Show parameter.
Ishani, one more thing I have to ask. You have said if one is not creating like this, how can we create it like on the manual basis?
Just the same way we did. Right click, create a parameter, say it is a list, give top n, and then introduce it over here.
Here.
In the sense, no. How do you create parameters initially? The first 2 parameters you created, how did you create them? You went where the calculated fields were, right? On the top, you created from here.
Yeah,
right?
from here.
So we would have to create from here, or you can create it inside your filters.
Inside filter.
Like how we created. Yes.
We have created like this. It's called inside filter.
No. 1 second. Give me the request. I'll show you the difference. Okay. So one way is the typical way that we are supposed to do is we say create parameters from here.
Yeah.
Right. Once we have created, then we see how we'll put it back in the visualization. Second thing is what we did over here in the second example, which you missed that time, was we went to filters, and in filters, we said top n, and instead of giving a value, you get a choice of create a new parameter. So we clicked on this and created the top n.
Okay.
Okay, so either you could create parameter from inside the filters, or you could create the traditional way of clicking the creating filters and then making it. In this way, what is the advantage? It is created also and it's connected also.
Okay. Okay. And here we have selected this top 5.
Yes. Because
Okay,
it says
so
top 5 right over here in the slider. So if you increase it, it increases.
it increases till 10. Okay.
Yeah. Because that's again the range we gave. We said its highest is 10 and the lowest we can go is 1. And
Okay,
the increment is of 1.
Okay.
Shani, can I also share?
Yes, Shikhar done?
Yeah, thank you,
All
Shani.
right.
Thanks a
You're
lot.
welcome. All right, Ashish. Let's share your screen.
See, Shani, I have done this, but it's showing only for Australia. If I'm clicking
Top
on
1,
2,
top 2.
3, 4.
Okay. So country, select any one country. Let's say Australia. Afghanistan doesn't have too much data. Click on China or India. China, you're getting 4, so it's working. Okay, hold on
But
one second.
if I
Give me,
clicking on all, then why it's not working?
okay, give me the access to your screen once. All right. You also have pinned it. Let's remove the pins first. All right.
Okay.
Now this is giving me for China, right? And when I click on all,
Now it will come. I think so.
so one is unknown, one is not able to get mapped, which is this unknown. One state, which is national capital, is not able to get mapped. That's why it national capital district. Let's map it. Okay. So that's why it was not able to give you the 4th one. But
Okay.
other than that, it is working perfectly fine. See?
But it's giving for only for Australia, not
No,
for
no,
if
no.
you are
Top are for Australia. That's why it's showing Australia. But if you keep on
okay.
increasing, you see India has also come, China has also come.
Okay. Okay.
Why
Okay,
is it
got it.
still unknown? One second. Why is it still unknown? National capital district. So still not able to match it up. Okay, anyway, that is not able to match up. Hide indicator. Other than that, it's working.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Shani.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.